everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. Hope things are going well for you. I am doing a song I haven't done before. Of course, the artist Merle, but I don't think I've done Bonnie Owens, but it's a gift request by Bethany Moore. Bethany, thank you for the gift request. I love doing these. They're a lot of fun. They're songs that I wouldn't necessarily do. Maybe sometime down the road I would, but so you requested Just Between the Two of Us. And I love duets between a man and a woman doing a song like this. I don't know what's going on. Maybe something is between them, keeping them apart. Or, maybe there's a secret they've got that they both love, that they've got the secret. But this is from 1964. So, gonna have some youthful folks. Merle Haggard and Bonnie Owens. I wonder, is Bonnie related to Buck? I don't know.
Just between the two of us, we know our love is gone. People think it's wonderful how love can be so true. You'll never say an angry word, no matter what I do.
And you have so much faith in me, you trust me anywhere. But the reason, if they only knew,
is that we just don't care.
Oh my God. They went right after it. Oh, and I can relate to some of this. Not all of it, but man, sometimes they knife you in the heart.
Between the two of us, let's give up this fantasy, for we no longer care enough to even disagree. Everybody envies us and the way we get along, but just between the two of us, we know our love is gone.
The irony. This is the poster child for irony.
wish we could go back again to days that used to be. We fought a lot, but even then I knew you cared for me.
Bingo.
Now we get along so well, no teardrops ever fall. But there's no love, no anything, there's nothing left at all. Just between the two of us, let's give up this fantasy, for we no longer care enough to even disagree. Everybody envies us and the way we get along, but just between the two of us, we know our love is gone.
Wow. You know, it brings to mind, like I did a John Moreland song, You Don't Care Enough for Me to Cry. And there are other songs that are like that, where one person's leaving and they're just not even upset about it. And it just destroys the person, that this one doesn't even care. In this situation, both of them are apathetic. It just doesn't matter any longer. Whatever happened to their love just disappeared. From the outside, it looks like everything's fine because they don't argue about stuff. The irony in here is they don't argue about stuff with one another because they don't care. I mean, when you're in a relationship, you frequently will argue about something that you think is going to make the relationship better. Like, if we get this piece of the puzzle in place, then I'll be a little happier, I'll be less agitated, you'll be a little less agitated, whatever. And you argue about it, and then you figure out kind of what works, as long as you haven't pushed each other away. But this one, we just don't care to argue. It's neither of them does, you know. Hee-haw. Yeah, I'm always cautious about what I'll reveal about my life and stuff like that. I mean, I share some things on there because it's just common, and I'm pretty much an open book, generally speaking, in life. But I don't want to, do any damage against to anybody, whether it's like a friendship that went wrong, whether it was my marriage, whatever. But this is one of those songs that just stabs you because it isn't a type of song you'd expect to be written. But whoever picked up on that one sliver of life, that the thing that the other people, they envy us, but the one things that they don't know is that we don't even care. Eee, goodness gracious. So it's like, looks can be deceiving. What was that movie with Peter Sellers? I think it was called Being There, where he was a gardener, and he was a simple gardener for a world-renowned economist who was a recluse. Well, the economist died, but there was something that happened in the world that the reporters went to his home to interview him, and they wind up running into Peter Sellers, who's the gardener. But it's set in the UK, so he's a properly dressed man, and he's very simple. He doesn't really understand what's going on, and he speaks in metaphors about gardening. Well, the newspapers think he's brilliant, that he's speaking of the economy and what's going to happen with growth if you water it and all this kind of thing. And that's just it. People can misread a situation, and this is that. It's Bethany, goodness gracious, what a song to request. Like, I love that so many of you know these songs of old too. Ones that I didn't grow up on, but find these like gems that many of you folks will say things in the comments like, oh my God, I haven't heard that in so long, but it was like on auto repeat on my parents' Victrola or whatever, and or in my house, or I played it when I was younger. And this would be one of those songs that I'm sure you folks know. And I don't know much about Bonnie. I don't do research, by the way. Those of you who have been around know I like to know as little as possible, and then learn in the comments by what you guys say afterwards, and about things that I may have missed or just didn't know, or just stuff you want to share in it for whatever reason. But what a song! I mean, what a song! And in '64, who would have been the bigger star or bigger artist, Merle or Bonnie? Because I mean, all the artists that start out somewhere, they start out somewhere, like nobody knows them. You don't just become, Johnny Cash like that. You start small, you get a break somewhere along the line, and then it grows. But I'm going to rate this song, Bethany. This thing just, the number that popped into my head was a 9.8. It captured that sliver of life, the fact that they had a male-female duet doing it, the husband and wife both admitting, neither of us cares. You trust me wherever I go. Maybe that's his way of saying, too, I don't care what you do when you go out. I forget what her thing was with him. And I know you love me or whatever. And it just didn't move them any longer. And that's whatever happened, happened. They never said why. They just said what. There you go, folks. Bethany Moore, thank you for the gift and for that request. That was fantastic. That's going in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. Say no more. I'll read your comments, though. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.